Medium shot of a warm, friendly, and trustworthy-looking host, male or female, 50-60s, sitting in a comfortable, well-lit living room. They smile genuinely and make direct eye contact with the camera, creating an immediate connection. A sequence of 4 quick, evocative shots. 1. Close-up on a senior's hands wrapped around a warm mug, but their expression shows they still feel cold. 2. A low-angle shot focusing on a person's leg as they pause in a grocery aisle, their hand subtly rubbing their calf in discomfort. 3. A tight shot on a person's ankles, showing the indentation mark from a sock, implying puffiness. 4. An extreme close-up on a hand, with a subtle shimmering visual effect to represent a tingling sensation. A senior person looks at their reflection in a bathroom mirror with a thoughtful, slightly resigned expression. The shot cuts to a close-up of a birthday cake with many lit candles, the flames flickering. Sleek 3D medical animation showing a stylized, transparent human form. The circulatory system is highlighted in red, but the flow of blood cells is visibly slow and sluggish. Compelling data visualization without numbers. First, a grid of 100 simple human icons appears. 9 of these icons instantly change to a stark, different color. Then, the scene shifts to a large crowd of these icons, and a clock face animates in the corner. Every time the second hand sweeps past the 6-minute mark, one of the icons from the crowd slowly fades away. The shot starts with a rack focus. The foreground is a blurry shot of prescription pill bottles on a sterile pharmacy shelf. The focus then pulls to the background, revealing a vibrant, colorful, and brightly lit supermarket produce aisle, which comes into sharp, clear focus. A senior person is shown sitting passively in a chair, looking tired with desaturated, cool-toned color grading. In a smooth transition, they stand up with a new look of determination, and the scene's color grading becomes vibrant, warm, and full of light. Clean 2D animation of a path unfolding across the screen. The path leads to a series of 6 stylized fruit icons that pop up one by one. The final destination is an icon of a person standing tall and glowing with health. Masterpiece quality 3D medical animation. We see a clean cross-section of a healthy artery with red blood cells flowing freely. Then, a yellowish, sticky plaque material begins to slowly accumulate on the inner walls, making the passage narrower. The 3D animation continues. The artery narrows further as more plaque builds up. The scene cuts to a connected 3D heart animation, which is shown pumping with visible strain. The flow of blood cells through the narrowed artery is now visibly struggling. The animation zooms down to the arteries in the leg, showing the severe narrowing, PAD. Then, the view shifts to a deep vein within the leg, where red blood cells begin to clump together, forming a dark, ominous clot, DVT. A beautiful, warm shot of a person's hands carefully arranging several colorful fresh fruits, avocado, berries, and orange, in a rustic wooden bowl on a sunlit kitchen counter. A clean, professional motion graphic sequence. 4 stylized, text-free icons representing prestigious institutions, e.g. a simplified building facade, a heart with a cross, a microscope, appear elegantly on screen, one after another. A simple 2D animation showing 4 icons appearing in a sequence. 1. An icon of an atom, for science. 2. An icon of a speech bubble, for story. 3. An icon of a checkmark, for action step. 4. A bold, waving red flag icon, for red flags. The host returns to the screen, leaning in slightly with an engaging, knowing expression, as if sharing an important secret. It's about empowerment. It's about giving you the knowledge to make the best, safest choices for your health. So let's get started. cinematic shot from a low angle, following a senior as they walk confidently down a sun-dappled park path. They look strong, healthy, and in control. Food as art cinematography. A perfect, ripe avocado is sliced in half in dramatic slow motion. The knife glides through the creamy green flesh, revealing the smooth pit inside. The lighting is soft and natural. A stylized 2D animation of a pipe. A thick, white, greasy substance, representing saturated fat, is poured into the pipe, where it hardens and creates a clog. Then, a warm, golden flowing oil, monounsaturated fat, is poured in, smoothly dissolving and clearing the blockage. The 2D animation of the pipe from the previous scene is shown again. It is now clean. The shot continues to show the pipe walls glowing and becoming more flexible as the golden oil flows through. The 3D animated artery returns. It's slightly constricted. A wave of golden energy, representing potassium, flows through the vessel, and the artery walls visibly relax and widen, allowing blood cells to flow with ease. A before shot of an older man looking glumly at a piece of dry toast in a kitchen with cool, dim lighting. The scene transitions to an after shot. The same man is now smiling as he spreads vibrant green mashed avocado on his toast. The kitchen is now filled with warm, bright morning light. A quick, clean montage of hands preparing food, placing slices of avocado on a sandwich, dropping a scoop of avocado into a blender, and folding mashed avocado into a bowl of brownie batter. A simple 2D icon of a red flag waves gently. The shot then cuts to a close-up of half an avocado sitting on a clean, modern kitchen scale to visually emphasize the idea of portion control. The 3D animation of the circulatory system returns. The pipes, arteries, are shown as clean and wide. The camera then zooms in to focus on the red blood cells themselves, the fluid flowing within. Food as art cinematography. Extreme close-up, high-speed camera shot of a knife slicing through a ripe red watermelon. The shot is in slow motion, capturing the spray of tiny juice droplets as they catch the light. 3D medical animation. A single LDL cholesterol particle is shown. A dark, sticky rust begins to form on its surface. Then a cloud of tiny, red antioxidant particles, lycopene, swarms around it, forming a protective shield that prevents the rust. A clever 2D animation showing a congested 2-lane highway filled with slow-moving car icons. Suddenly, the road magically expands into a wide-open 4-lane superhighway, and the car icons begin to flow freely and quickly. A clean visual morph. A tall, clear glass of pure water is shown. It smoothly transforms into a perfect, crisp slice of watermelon, visually cementing the connection between the fruit and hydration. A relatable shot of an older woman sitting indoors with her feet propped up, looking frustrated at her subtly swollen ankles. The scene transitions to her sitting happily on a sunny patio, smiling as she eats a bowl of fresh watermelon. Her ankles look normal and comfortable. A quick, vibrant sequence. First, a shot of hands cubing fresh watermelon and placing it into a measuring cup. Then, a beautiful shot of a blender filled with watermelon, fresh mint leaves, and a squeeze of lime, creating a stunningly refreshing red beverage. The red flag icon appears. The visual then transitions to a stylized 2D icon of a human kidney. A hand enters the frame and makes a clear stop or caution gesture in front of the kidney icon, emphasizing the need for medical consultation. A beautiful cinematic shot of a dark, jewel-toned red liquid being poured into a small, elegant glass in slow motion. The lighting is dramatic, hinting at the fruit's power. Food as art, macro shot. A ripe pomegranate is broken open by 2 hands, and the ruby red arrows spill out in glistening slow motion, like tiny jewels tumbling onto a dark surface. The 3D animated artery is shown again, slightly constricted, a wave of ruby-red energy, representing the pomegranate's compounds, flows through the vessel. The artery walls visibly relax and widen in response, creating a much larger opening for blood flow. A sequence of shots showing an older man. First, he looks concerned at a blood pressure cuff on his arm. Next, he's seen walking briskly on a park trail. Then, he's relaxing at home, enjoying a small glass of dark red juice. The final shot is him smiling with relief at the reading on the blood pressure cuff. A close-up shot of a small glass being filled with 100% pomegranate juice. The shot then cuts to a top-down view of a hand sprinkling a spoonful of vibrant red pomegranate arils over a bowl of Greek yogurt. The screen is dominated by a large, stylized 2D red flag icon that animates with a strong, urgent waving motion. The background is simple and dark to focus all attention on the warning. A split-screen animation. On one side, a pill icon is shown next to a blood pressure cuff icon, representing medication. On the other side, a pomegranate icon appears. When the pomegranate icon moves to the center, the needle on the blood pressure cuff animation drops dramatically into a red danger zone. A clear, three-dimensional animation. A pill icon travels to a stylized liver. An enzyme icon appears and begins breaking down the pill. Then a pomegranate icon appears and puts a block symbol over the enzyme. The enzyme stops working, and the pill icons begin to multiply rapidly in the bloodstream, visually demonstrating a toxic buildup. The host reappears on screen. Their expression is calm and serious, acknowledging the gravity of the previous warning. They take a gentle, visible breath. The host offers a reassuring smile to the camera. The pacing is deliberately slow and calm. A clean motion graphic recap. 3 stylized icons appear sequentially on screen. 1. An avocado icon, with a clean pipe icon appearing next to it. 2. A watermelon slice icon, with a water droplet icon next to it. 3. A pomegranate icon, with a relaxed artery icon appearing next to it. It's about building a team of natural helpers right in your kitchen. A simple, elegant 2D animation showing several different shaped puzzle pieces, each representing a fruit's benefit, coming together to form a single, strong, glowing heart icon. The host gestures subtly downwards with their hand. A clean 2D animation of a thumbs-up icon appears in the lower third of the screen. A cursor clicks it, and the icon fills with color, with a satisfying pop effect. The host smiles with renewed energy and a look of anticipation, leaning forward slightly to draw the viewer in. Food as art cinematography. A slow cinematic pan across a lush bunch of deep purple grapes. Glistening dewdrops are visible on the skins, and the lighting is soft and rich, like a classical painting. 3D medical animation. We see a close-up of blood platelets flowing smoothly through an artery. A few begin to look sticky and start to clump together. A glowing purple particle, Resveratrol, approaches the clump, which then gently breaks apart, with the platelets flowing smoothly once more. A whimsical 2D animation. Little worker characters, platelets, are floating down a river, bloodstream. Some start to cluster together, causing a logjam. A supervisor character with a glowing aura floats over, calmly directs them, and they all break apart and continue flowing in an orderly fashion. A shot of an older man looking thoughtfully at a glass of red wine, which he then puts down. The scene transitions to him sitting at his kitchen table, happily eating a small bowl of fresh, dark purple grapes, with a look of contentment and good health. A simple, clean shot of a hand reaching into a bowl and taking a handful of fresh grapes. This is followed by a shot of 100% purple grape juice being poured into a small glass. The red flag icon appears, a 2D animation shows a single aspirin pill icon and a grape icon side by side. A flashing yellow caution symbol appears between them, visually representing the potential interaction and need for caution. A beautiful, sweeping, slow-motion shot that moves across a farmer's market table laden with a vibrant assortment of berries: blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries. Food as art cinematography. An overhead, slow-motion shot of a colorful mix of fresh berries tumbling gently into a clean, white ceramic bowl. The colors are incredibly vibrant against the white background. A tight macro shot focusing on the deep blue skin of a single blueberry, then the rich red of a raspberry, highlighting the source of the colors being discussed. 3D animation of the inner lining of an artery. The surface is slightly red and angry-looking, representing inflammation. A wave of blue and purple particles, anthocyanins, washes over the surface, and it smoothly returns to a healthy, calm pink color. A simple, effective 2D animation of a garden hose that has a slight kink in it, restricting water flow. A small berry icon touches the kink, which instantly straightens out, allowing a powerful, smooth stream of water to flow through. It was about adding something vibrant, delicious, and healthy. It completely shifted her mindset about eating for her health. A before shot of a woman looking overwhelmed in her kitchen, surrounded by confusing food labels. The scene's colors are muted. It transitions to an after shot of her smiling as she joyfully sprinkles a colorful mix of berries onto her morning oatmeal. The scene is now bright and vibrant. A quick montage of action shots, a hand stirring berries into yogurt, berries being blended into a smoothie, and a shot of a hand taking a scoop of berries from a bag of frozen fruit, emphasizing convenience. The red flag icon appears. A simple 2D animation shows a cranberry icon and a pill bottle icon side by side. A large question mark icon animates above them, prompting the viewer to ask their doctor. A split-screen visual. On the left, a single sterile-looking supplement pill is shown. On the right, a vibrant bowl of mixed berries is shown, with multiple streams of colorful glowing particles rising from it, representing the complex team of nutrients working together. The right side is clearly more dynamic and appealing. The camera tilts up from a beautiful bowl of mixed berries to a wide shot of a strong, healthy oak tree, its deep roots visible, symbolizing a solid foundation for health. Food as art, cinematography. An orange is peeled in one single long continuous spiral in beautiful slow motion. A fine mist of citrus oil from the peel sprays into the air, backlit by a warm light. An extreme close-up on the juicy segments of a freshly cut orange. A clean 2D animation of a wall made of bricks. The mortar between the bricks is shown as strong and solid. Then the mortar begins to visibly crumble and fall away, and cracks appear in the wall, demonstrating its weakening structure. A stylized animation with a historical feel, sepia tones, film grain effect, showing an old sailing ship on a vast ocean, visually connecting to the era of the story. The 3D animation of the blood platelets returns. A mix of bright orange and yellow particles, flavonoids, flows among the platelets, creating a protective aura that keeps them separated and flowing smoothly. A simple, positive shot of a woman's hands placing a whole orange into a fruit bowl, followed by a man's hands adding another orange to the bowl. The shot clearly contrasts the whole, fiber-rich orange with a plain glass of juice next to it. The red flag icon appears again, large and centered. The visual transitions to a single grapefruit. Then, a long, scrolling list of various pill icons appears next to the grapefruit, with a large red X symbol animating over the connection between them. A close-up shot of a person having a direct, clear conversation with a pharmacist over the counter. The focus is on their engaged, listening expressions. An elegant, slow-motion montage of the six fruits in beautiful food-as-art style shots. A sliced avocado, a juicy wedge of watermelon, spilling pomegranate arils, a bunch of dark grapes, a bowl of mixed berries, and a peeled orange. The host is back on screen with a serious, direct, and sincere expression. A clean, professional icon of a doctor's coat and stethoscope appears next to them to reinforce the message. A split screen contrasts two visuals. On the left, a single generic pill drops in slow motion. On the right, a vibrant and quick montage shows hands preparing the six healthy fruits in delicious ways. The right side is clearly more appealing and positive. They are an investment in a healthier, more vibrant future that you are creating for yourself. An uplifting montage of diverse seniors actively engaged in life with bright, warm lighting. We see one person gardening, another laughing with grandchildren, a third stretching or doing yoga in a park. All shots radiate vitality and joy. The host looks warmly and directly at the camera with an inviting smile. In the lower third of the screen, a simple 2D animation of a comment box appears, and a cursor begins to blink inside it. A clean, satisfying 2D animation. A cursor clicks a subscribe button, which changes color. Then it clicks the adjacent notification bell icon, which animates to show it's ringing. The host gives a final, warm, and genuine smile, with a slight, reassuring nod. The scene holds on their encouraging expression for a moment before gracefully fading to black.